welcome. How's it going? Check, check. 1, 2. Man, I haven't played this game in a long time. Crystal Kite, what's going on? How you doing? How's your day going, Crystal Kite? How are ya? I'm just trying to set up a thumbnail here. I'm going to be playing a little bit of Splatoon just until Cadence of Hyrule drops, which I was just watching the Nintendo Treehouse. They were playing it for a little bit, and then they said it's available this morning. So, I'm just waiting on that. Get your boogie on. Yeah, damn, I haven't played this game. I haven't played Splatoon in 5-6 months. The price is $24.99. They actually announced that. It's been a good couple days at this point. That's right, they're doing the final Splatfest. Which makes me think they're going to be having probably Splatoon 3. That might be coming out sometime soon. Alright, sorry about the wait here. I'm trying to make a thumbnail because I wasn't thinking. That's a tough one. I'd probably say Pearl, but she's more like the whiny. They make her like the whinier one. Marina's more laid back. But I like them both. I wish I had got the amiibo pack. I saw that a while back, and I had it in my hands, and then I just sort of passed on it. Alright, we are almost set. Okay, there's that. Alright. Yeah, Cadence of Hyrule should be available any moment now. So for the time being, I'm just kind of playing Splatoon. Let's see, I need to find... Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm not seeing where I can put the thumbnail. I'm gonna say that Nintendo 1E3. Oh, where do I find the thumbnail? Edit. Yeah, Sony won. They just didn't show up straight up. It's kind of smart of them. Put your boogie on. I can't find the thumbnail on here. I can't find where to put the thumbnail. I'm like really having issues. Like, here's the live stream. Click it. Edit. Okay, here we go. I found it. I better save. Why is it lagging on me? Okay. Let me pop out the chat. Alright, here we go. Let's see if this game is available. See, I bought it yesterday, and I thought it might be playable at midnight, which I think they should do that. I don't think they should allow you to pre-purchase a game. See, it's not available yet. But in the treehouse, which is about half hour, 45 minutes ago now, they said it's available this morning. But usually for Nintendo games, when you, wait, where'd the chat go? E3 ain't dead. It's definitely a weird year. I think it's just that. It's just been a weird year. Yeah, alright, so for right now, I'm gonna play Splatoon. 7 people watching. If you have just joined, I'm gonna be playing Splatoon for a few. We're just sort of waiting. Okay, how's the volume? I think that might be a little bit better. We're just sort of waiting for the game to actually be available. And I know I was gonna put the Splatoon thing. I probably should change the title, because I know people think that I'm actually playing this. If you're just joining me here, I'm DDub. And I'm just waiting for Cadence of Hyrule to become available. I was just watching the treehouse footage, and they said that the game was available this morning, and it currently is this morning. But they're in California, so I don't know if their morning means like sometime before noon, because that could be in the next 3 hours. But I'm gonna keep checking here. And it's also weird because they have these other couple games that did come out today that were scheduled for today, and they just went up like 5 minutes ago. Okay, so here it is. So it just went up. Thank you, Unreal Tanner. See, 'cause at this point I would have oh man, here we go. Yeah, it must have just went up like 2 minutes ago, because for you other folks that saw, like, I just clicked it a minute ago and it wasn't up. But man, we got 10 people watching, so if you guys are new here and you like anything about the channel, feel free to subscribe. And if the volume needs to go up or anything like that, please let me know. Customize your game settings or select a random seed for this playthrough. Interesting. So I'm guessing, is it? So I'm guessing that makes it a roguelite if you can select a seed. Okay, so you can select for latency. That's pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. Dragami, how you doing?
Every world
Terrarian,
has
how
its
you doing?
evils. And when the balance of
right
power is inevitably lost, it's up
Playing
to the
that
courageous
heavy metal loop.
and the wise to restore.
Yes. Hell yes.
But sometimes
Okay, random dungeons.
sometimes
Man, I love metal For anybody that doesn't
They
know,
need a little
love that double bass,
extra help.
those slaying heavy metal riffs. This is gonna be a good time.
Hey, listen.
Saw you fall from the sky. The landing wasn't very graceful. Are you okay? Oh, you're not Hylian? So you're new here. I'm Trill. Nice to meet you. Looks like you can still move. I'm glad you're not injured. But you have unfortunate timing. Something strange has been going on in Hyrule. Okay, so I didn't play the first game. Crypt of the Necrodancer. Alright, so the music changes once you hop into the menu here. Alright. Need to have that music volume on point. Disco floor. Like, I don't know if that was in the first game with the latency. Oh, okay. How's everyone doing out there? Thank you for joining me on this very fine Thursday. Welcome to DDub. Okay, so I pretty much started over. It's definitely weird with the thumbstick. Yeah, this is a little strange to get used to, I would have to say. Like, I definitely see this as a D-pad kind of game. I'm thinking about maybe using the GameCube controller for it. Looks like there's some dead wood in your way. I'm stumped. Okay, inventory. Thanks, I was just about to go over to the left. +1 vision. That's cool. Items you see up in this area have limited use and will break over time. It's good to know. I know that everyone that hopped in now sees me playing this, and they've hurried up and gone and purchased it. Whoops. Oh man. Just that transition in the music. How's the audio? How's it sounding? Let me pull my chair up here. Watch out, this monster is not friendly. You hear that intense music? I sure do. If I still had my long hair, I'd be doing the windmill. This is gonna be a headbanging good time. How's the audio? Whenever enemies are around, everyone is forced to move to the beat of this song. Okay, so if I just... learn their patterns, and you'll always be able to defeat them without taking damage. This monster has a simple pattern too. He moves every second beat and puts his arms up before he jumps. Oh man. So epic. I'm loving the music. It's so good. Defeat 3 enemies at once, being able to fight monsters. Audio is good. Thank you, Michael. Kerbrat. Thank you. Being able to fight monsters without getting right next to them could come in handy. Whew! That intense music has stopped because the enemies are gone. Now you can move as fast or as slow as you'd like. See, so that's cool. Like I said, I didn't play the first one. I thought about buying it because it's on the eShop sale and it's only $4. But this game has a lot more polish to it. I might still check out the original though. But I kind of have a feeling that after going back to that, oh, look at these weird portals. You can see my friends inside of them. If anyone can figure out what's going on in Hyrule, it's Link and Zelda. But it looks like these portals are only a one-way trip. Will I visit Link or Zelda? Huh. What do you guys think? Should I visit Link or should I visit Zelda? I'm thinking about going with Link. He's got that big, wide open mouth and messy hair. Everyone in the chat, let me know. What should I do? I'm going to give it like 15 seconds. Zelda or Link? Who do I pick? No one? Alright, I think it's going to be Link. And Miles, I agree. Coopinator Music. How you doing? If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm at 51 subscribers. This game is a rhythm-based, I guess, hack and slash. So you jump to the beat of the music. That flash, it looked like the Triforce. I knew you were special. Thank you for helping to wake Link. He's been asleep for a while, so I'm going to stay with him to explain what's going on in Hyrule. You should find your way home. I hope our paths cross again someday soon, friend of Hyrule. Sounds like you're going to be busy for a while. I'll be back around looking for a way to get back out to my world. I hope to see you again. Okay, so I have taken over Link. Okay, so when there's no music going, or I guess no enemies around, you can just run at your own pace. I'm so happy you're awake, Link. But a lot has changed in Hyrule while you've been asleep. I'll stick with you to help make sense of everything. Okay, so if I go like this, you miss beats. You don't get your multiplier. I feel like I should just crank just the audio. Man, they did a lot of work on the sound design for this. I have a feeling when they were first starting to make this game that they just sort of started going ahead and remixing the music, and then when people from Nintendo heard it, they were like, alright, we'll let you do it. Still trying to figure out how I ended up in the strange world. Maybe I'll see you again, stranger. Okay, so let's see. I got a shovel. This world does have some surprising similarities to my own. For example, whenever there are monsters nearby, you have to move to the beat. You'll get used to it, trust me. Sorry for coughing in y'all's ears. It's automatically assigned to R. Okay. That's cool that it just sort of pops up like that. Alright, so I got my sword. Do I remember Octavo, the musician who put you to sleep? While you were sleeping, he locked up the king and sealed off Hyrule Castle. The seal can be broken only by besting his 4 champions. Link, we need to travel the world to find and defeat those 4 champions. Hey look, a Sheikah Stone. Did you know that if you are defeated, the Fates will return you to the world at any Sheikah Stone you've activated? Okay, I gotta go back over here and use my shield. Sergeant Pep, amazing name. Sergeant Pepper, one of the greatest albums, if not maybe the greatest album of all time. But this soundtrack is lit AF. It's lit as a motherfather. Diamonds will drop only once the last enemy on a screen is defeated. Okay, unlike rupees and kings, diamonds won't be lost when you get a game over. You can spend them at special shops you'll find throughout the world. Okay, so that's cool. Every screen gets its own trophy, so to speak. Okay, there's nothing over there. Okay, so there's no enemies around, so when no enemies around, man, this is so good. Like, this was just worth it just for the music alone. Even if this wasn't a game. Like, I hope like a Cadence comes to Smash just so they could put the soundtrack in the game. How long am I playing for? You might stick around since I have a chill vibe to me. I'm going to be playing for probably the next 2.5 hours. I mean, I got to get my kid off the bus at some point, but for the time being, I'm just enjoying and chilling. So if you're enjoying my vibe and you're enjoying the channel, feel free to subscribe. Oh, you're badly hurt, but don't worry, it looks like the Fates are watching over you. You may have left some fragile gear and rupees behind, but you still have the rest of my items. And in the special shop, you can spend your diamonds to buy something to help you when you return to Hyrule. I have 2 diamonds, so I can buy... I'll go with the heart container, so now I have 4. I can now choose which Sheikah Stone. Activate as many Sheikah Stones as you can. It will make things much easier for you. I'll go with this. I've subscribed. Am I going to play? I'm going to be playing both of those for sure. Astral Chain, I was really pumped for the trailer during the direct. I didn't watch the treehouse footage. That's a kind of game I don't want to see much of it. I just want the game. I just want to play it, and I just want to see what it is. So I'm trying not to spoil myself. This game is already amazing. Like I said, it's worth it just for the music alone. Some people were saying, you know, 25 was a bit steep. I sort of agree, but I mean, it is a Zelda game. This game could have been $40 just because it's using that IP. And it is awesome that... Oh, okay, so that's a wall, and this is a shadow. Alright, bird. You're not getting me again. The longer you defeat enemies without missing a beat or taking damage, the more power is stored in the beat indicator. If you keep your streak going, enemies will drop more diamonds, you'll regain more stamina more quickly, and enemies will even drop more and better loot. Yeah, this might be a game that I stream the whole thing. I was planning on doing that. Looks like you're using L to move. Try using those instead. Okay, so it even sort of tells you to use the D-pad. Oh. This is probably my favorite Zelda song. Okay. This game does look and sound awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and warp out. See, it's a little bit tricky because I'm just using the D-pad. So you kind of have auto-set weapons and stuff like that. And then, you know, you're used to traditional Zelda games, so when something goes to attack you, see, I also have the shield. So you pretty much have the shield, and then the D-pad is your attack. Dragon Quest was your favorite game in 2018? Oh, I love JRPGs. Or RPGs. It's funny, JRPG is like... It's sort of a term that was used back in the day, but... Back in the day, we just played RPGs. Okay, that guy's gonna be... a bit of a... See, this remix here, sort of, See, this is kind of strange. This is strange to play. But this time, I have friends. Okay, so it's weird, like I just picked up that thing, and then the music changes. Okay, cool. I didn't realize you can dig down stuff, you can burn stuff. Alright, bird, you're done. Uh-oh. Okay, so when I step on that, that reverses all the controls. Have I played Nier Automata? No, I have not. I don't have a PS4, and that is on PS4, right? Exclusive, I believe. it's more like Crypto the Necrodancer, and if you have played you Crypto the Necrodancer, haven't played anything similar. It's very unique. Because like I said, I mean, I realize I'm jumping around square for square using the D-pad, but then it's weird because like this spinner, he's gonna come up behind me, and then you have this inclination that you want to swing your sword at him, but you're just walking into them. And I also have the shield here. Oh. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take him down right this very, very second. And then, of course, because it's Legend of Zelda, like I have the R is the shield, so you kind of have to have your finger, you know, hair trigger ready to go. Some areas like this one cannot be crossed without the use of certain items, and if you have the right items and use them creatively, most areas can be navigated more quickly and more safely. I have a feeling I would die in here, more than likely, so I don't know if I'm... Oh, okay. I love the remixes. It's so cool. I can't wait to hear more dubstep 16-bit. See, like even this music's different than what it just was a second ago. Alright, let's get out of here before we die. Yeah, Zelda's Lullaby and just everything. Okay, so we have in this water, it takes twice to actually step through it. Alright, let's try this one again. Or not. Let's go see what... With the whistling. Man, that's like the Wild West. Howdy there, traveler. Welcome to our village. Some enemies are able to hide in walls in the desert. Be careful where you dig. Alright, let's see what she's talking about. Ow. Oh, I should have pushed that down. Man, this is awesome. Looks like I'm a few rupees short. Man, I just can't get over the music, how good it is. Yeah, Sergeant Pep. I'm pumped for Dragon Quest. I believe it comes out, what, the 27th of September? I forget which game that was, but that's the day before my birthday, so I'll be playing that. It's right in the middle of the desert. Alright, let's see what all these buttons do. Okay. Shovel, torch. Oh, snap. Alright, I knew that was coming. I'm not very good at this, am I? See, I'm trying to figure out how to pull up the map. Okay, so my map, I can show you where you are, where you've been, which Seeker Stones you've activated, and more. And if you collect charms, you'll have information even on areas you've never visited. So even Link right there is doing the headbang. Oop. Okay, so you can kick your bombs. Alright, I gotta figure out how to kill that thing. It's a little bit strange. I have 4 diamonds. I'll take the auto dig. I'll go here. Go back in the house and see what goes on in there. Oh man, I want that heart container. Got the telescope, allows you to see farther, revealing more screens on the map. Okay, that's nifty to have. I wonder if you can steal from any of the shops. So how's everyone doing today? Okay, can I push this over here? Yes. just keep aimlessly dying here. So I gotta figure out what I'm actually trying to do. Wait. Whoops. Whoopsie. I think I can take out those eyes there. Man, this game has all the stops. Like, that's pretty crazy. They have like the fans and stuff, so you're actually gonna have to still figure out some of these crazy puzzles and pushing bombs around. And it's a very different style of game. I'll give it that. Very different. I swear, people are just dropping out of my chat. No one likes me. Uh-oh. Alright, I suck. It's hard to... I get what you're saying, and there's definitely patterns, but I'm not sure exactly what, like, screen I'm supposed to be on. Like, it doesn't really, I guess, ease you into it. And it's like, yeah, there's patterns, but then when you get completely, you know, surrounded, it's like you're trying to, like with this guy, I can use this shield, and I can bounce into him to push him back. I can't actually take him out. Not yet, anyway, I don't think. Okay, I don't have the rupees for that. Like I said, there's not much explained. It just sort of dumps you into this game, and it's like, well, here you go. Like, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going, which... Oh, that's right, the eye. Okay, we got the floating wizards. I'm just gonna go venture out and see just what the hell I'm supposed to run into. Okay. Oh yeah, it's groove-tastic. Or I'm guessing by this point there's plenty of other people streaming this game, which is why everybody's dropping out of my chat. It went from like 13 down to like 5. Like I said, I'm not very good at this. It's just such a different style of game. It's very weird. Very weird for those who've never played this kind of game. I thought I could burn the stumps. I guess not. When you get sucked into the water is when it's really strange to move. Welcome, everybody. How is it going? If you're new to the channel, let me know just how you found me. I'm guessing at this point you just saw Cadence of Hyrule live stream. You know, I'm a new channel. I'm smaller, and I just started. But I'm trying to find my footing and see just what I like about YouTube and what I don't like. Could switch to fixed beat mode. Fixed beat mode, your movement is unlocked from the beat, and enemies only move when you do. Huh. See, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it goes now. Like, they don't move until you kind of get near them. So I'm not gonna be a puss and cheap out and do no fixed beat. I just gotta get good, right? Isn't that what the young kids say now? Get good, right? That's the mantra of the 21st century. Get good. Oh no, the screen sucks. I keep dying on this one. I want to kill those eyes. Bummer, dude. I swear, I always have people in my chat, and then it's like, I swear, you guys just turn it on, and then you just walk away. I'll ask questions, nobody will answer. People come in, say hi, the number will be at like 9 or 10 people, and then nobody says a damn thing afterwards. And this is a little bit tougher of a game to play, and I guess be a little bit more, whatever, entertaining, or, oh, what happened there? I got pushed by this laser. Oh. Wait. Okay, that's right. I need to find some gears. Right, that one's bigger than... I pushed this one out too far. Like, I think I messed this one up. Because I think I have to stack them. Ah! Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, I messed it up. I think another option is to try to get up here. Right, and then make a bridge. Although I was having issues trying to figure out how to get up here. Right, it's a little bit strange. And then when I go in here, I'm inevitably gonna die. Yeah, see. Okay, I gotta get the hell out of here. so these have reset. I don't know how to get up here. I thought I could maybe stack these. And I don't know. Right? This one's not any bigger than the other ones. And it's hard to see back here. And now... Huh. Brainbuster, man. Just... Aw. Man. I need this long attack is what I need. Hello, dear. This is where adventurers with unfinished business end up. Looks like the fates aren't done with you yet. Why not take something along to help you on your quest? You never know what might come handy in the future. Yeah, thanks, Grandma. She just sits there for all eternity, knitting her socks. 8 people in the chat. No one saying a thing. It just feels so lonely. Is anyone enjoying the music? Anyone enjoying how this game looks? Are you thinking about buying it? Oh. Oh. I was trying to get out of the thing's... way. Damn it. Got all of 10 people in here. Thank you guys for viewing, even though you don't want to talk. Oops. Shit. What happened to my shovel? Oh. See, just a minute ago I had the auto dig. Now I'm not quite sure what happened to it. I don't know why this exists. Just to give you backwards control. I can't believe how much work on the music they put into this game. Like having an action song, and then when you kill everything, then it calms down. So there's basically like 2 separate songs. Alright, do this. I'm gonna die. Okay, how the hell do I get up here? I need one here. Or no. I don't get it. Man, that is epic. $11 people watching. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. And I hope you like anything about this channel. Or me playing the game. Alright. I was on that side. See, I think I destroyed too much of the land. Oh man. Those cactuses keep getting me. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I can't push this one back. Yeah, I think I destroyed too much of the land. Maybe. Let's see. Will this work? See, how do I jump onto that? I need... How is that supposed to work? That's not what I wanted to do. Now, I needed to push the other one off of that. I think. Damn it. Okay, no go. And I think I really need that gear. You need headphones for this game. I think my, I feel like the stream is broken. It says there's 8 people in here, but none of you guys are typing a damn thing. I feel like if I just walk away, then everyone will tune out. But no one's saying anything. No one's excited for the game. No one likes the music, I guess. Okay. So... Okay. I think this one needs to go here. Okay. I need to push this one in front of me back. That needs to be a 2 high, a twofer. And this needs to be my 1 step so that I can jump onto that. So I need to dig this out. And push this over here. Up, up, up. Push that down, I think. Okay. That doesn't work either. What am I supposed to do? Thanks, Chris Wilson. I've been guilty of that too, where I'm driving and you kind of put your phone on the speedometer, so instead of seeing like useful information, you got something playing, so you can still look at the road. You're just sort of driving and you can kind of glance down. Just don't crash. Itchy. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need that gear. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, like, I don't get it. I don't know how I can stack 3 of these blocks up and then have 1 here. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's figure out... Oh, no, I can't. Alright, that sucks. So you can't move the ball out of its place. Okay, I have no idea how to set... I need like 3 of these on top of each other. Wait, okay, so that won't work. Okay, so I can definitely stack 2. I just don't get how to stack 3. And now I can't move this stack. Alright, screw it. I'll just dig up all the way. I'm pretty sure I need that gear. Like, it's floating, it's spinning. It says, you need me. Like, See, those are all like 3 high, but I can't jump onto them. Like, what the freak? I have no clue what I'm doing in this game. I mean, there's been plenty of times where in a Zelda game, it gives you little instruction, and then you sort of venture out. And sometimes that initial venture can just be hours of having no clue what the hell is going on before you actually figure anything out. So when I go into that dungeon too, I feel like I'm underpowered to be able to go in there. Let's see if I can. Always watching streams while driving. You bought the game this morning but wasn't unlocked. Well, that's cool. Hopefully you're not working a 12-hour shift, but if it's, you know, I suppose like most normal people, hopefully you'll be playing this game in 8.5 hours or so. And then good luck, man. Can't wait to try Off to Hell. Well, you know, it sucks being an adult. You're like, I can't wait to grow up. Then I can do what I want. And then I don't have to go to school. Instead, I can go to work and get paid for it. And your parents say, you know, enjoy being young. Enjoy going to school. And you're like, you don't know what you're talking about. You will add me? Yeah, I hate adulting too. Yeah, if you want to subscribe or later on comment or something, you can add me on Switch. I'll add you if you ever want to play something together. You know, more videos coming up, whole bunch of different crap. Yeah, subscribe. Hit the addition button so you can add me. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Chris. Hope you have a good day. I'll catch you later, man. At least you got something to look forward to when you get out. So, hopefully it's speedy for you. So, drive safe. Have a good day. Take it easy. Try not to stress yourself out too much. Maybe you can put the soundtrack on to this in the background. Like, I believe this is coming out with a physical edition in the fall. And that's gonna be cool. I wonder if they'll put like a CD with it or something. Maybe a CD and like a little figure or something like that, and try to get maybe $60 out of people. I could see it being 40 with nothing extra, but I could also see it being like a deluxe where they give you like a CD and then it'd probably be $60, yeah. I really have no idea what I'm doing in this game. There's only so many places to go. So we're gonna have to figure it out. I finally got the long attack, so that's a plus. I can't jump over this. Okay, so we got several other people playing Cadence of Hyrule Live. EMB, he's got like 350 people. New subscriber, Rosalinda Cortez, 33 minutes ago. Didn't even say anything in the... Didn't even say anything in my chat. Thank you for subscribing. But it's also a little bit of a bummer when people just kind of subscribe and they don't really say anything. So I gained 2 new subscribers just in the past hour, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you so much, and if you're still in the chat and you have subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I just want this channel to just be fun, video games, you know, live streams, chilling, going over news, bringing you news, getting hyped for stuff coming out, and hopefully someday it's huge. I enjoy live streaming and streaming events, you know, things like E3, and I enjoy the hype that comes through, you know, when there's, you know, 1,000 people in the chat and things are just popping off and it's just insanity. Like, I love all that stuff. And so I just simply want to be the host in bringing that to you guys. That's what I love doing. I like bringing people together. And then, you know, we all get to enjoy video games. Like, these are definitely great times to be alive, be a human, be a gamer. I wish I started YouTube when it first started. I could have been, you know, as big as like PewDiePie. I should have started. So I remember finding YouTube in 2005, like right after it started, and you couldn't just type in anything and find it. Like, you typed in like crazy guitar solo and there'd be like 3. It got to the point where later I remember typing in like crazy guitar solo or whatever it was, and the one that I was looking for was just buried. Let's get back on beat. Oh. Okay, so I'm not sure what pushing that does. Oh, I almost just kicked my Switch over. I have the tiniest, puniest, little crappiest Walmart desk, and I like it for being able to just move around because my computer isn't actually on it. But my legs get kind of cramped, and then if I even move just a little bit, the whole thing rumbles. I keep thinking that right there is another screen on the side, and it's not. Okay, back to full health. I gotta figure this out. I really have no clue what the hell is going on. And I apologize for that, guys, because I'm not advancing the game at all. I just die. I can see this game getting frustrating at times for some people. See, every time I walk by that thing, I mean to move faster and not have it just blindly kill me, but I just can't move fast enough. Man, those trumpets are just... This music is just... They got the jams. It's just so tasty. Oh. I always do that. I always walk into the prickly cactus. I wish they didn't exist. Alright, am I making progress or no? Some chests like this one remain locked until you defeat all the enemies on the screen. Uh-oh. Oh. Alright, I'm taking a quick 2-minute break. Let me get to the next screen. We'll get you some different music. Okay, 2-minute break. I will return very shortly. Not really. I mean, there's this other mode that you can set it to, so that they only jump when you jump, or they only move when you move. And it's not... I guess it's all approach, like, so we have the screen right here, so when you come and fight this lizard guy, he's trying to hit you, you put up your shield, and he can kind of jump into you, and you can push him back. And then you have to wait for him to attack, let your shield down, then hit him. But at the same time, you're gonna have this, spinning flower thing hitting into you. And to basically kill that thing, you have to hold up your shield as it moves into you, and then it bounces back, and then you stab it. But you're used to like it being a real Zelda game where you would just put up your shield and then press like B and swing your sword. But you're using a D-pad to attack, and it's so different. It's definitely a little bit tricky, and then you're moving step for step, and it's a different kind of game. Still awesome though, and the music is amazing. But yeah, I will return in 2 minutes. Literally 2 minutes. Maybe even less. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, what is going on here? Sorry, guys. My computer's saying that it's full. I'm kind of confused right now. So I have the Nintendo Treehouse going on in the background on my phone. I'm seeing they're playing this. Is it a new ukulele game? Does anybody know? Okay. Oh, oh. I died once again. Always dying. I'm always dying. So dumb. Sharp cactus. Oh. Right to the face. How's everyone doing? Yeah, so the Treehouse, they're playing, it seems to be a new ukulele game. Low disk space. Your PC is running out of disk space. So I'm still live, that's alright. I'm gonna be curious to see if anyone else is having troubles with this game, or if I just suck. I'm sorry. Let's see, what else can I acquire? I'll take the vision. This is a very cool... It's a very cool and unique little game. Oh, what has happened? Skull of electricity, I think. Ah. It's very odd when some of these enemies, like that bird, he moves diagonally. You can't move diagonally. Ooh, it's heating up. I love how metal and like salsa kebab that is. I didn't want to kill that last thing because I wanted the music to keep going. Oh, let's get out of here. Oh, crap. Ah. Gonna keep trying. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna keep running into that frickin' cactus. Uh-oh, doggies. Oh, yeah. Strange game. Strange game. I might as well just kill myself now. Every time I start over, that's the first thing I do is walk into that stupid cactus. Alright, I feel like I'm finally getting into kind of the hang of this. I've figured out where to spend the rupees. It says that it said in the beginning that there was like shops. So I'm guessing you just gotta go a little further. Same for me. You're probably further than me, right? Or you just haven't died? Did you ever play Crypto the Necrodancer? Okay, Boots of Power. Like now my movement and stuff, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Oh, you had 200 then died. Yeah. That's what keeps happening here with me. But I think one of the easiest things to do is to keep clearing these rooms here, and then you pick up the diamonds. And then it seems like when you die, that's the best way to upgrade yourself. Because I got the long range attack. Which is kind of weird that you have to die to be able to pick up bombs and heart containers and stuff like that. Wait, I was just in here. Okay. So here we go with the classic. Alright, I'm not gonna go there yet. You got like a dead gray forest. I'm lucky. I'm lucky for which? You didn't get Gerudo Valley? Wait, that's what so your game started off different, is what you're saying. See, I guess that's strange that they didn't really... I guess they don't really say that it's a roguelite, because like I said at the beginning, you could pick new game or select new seed, and new seed means roguelite game. Explore randomly generated overworld and dungeons. Okay, so I guess they did say it. But I mean, this just went up the other day. Even in the treehouse gameplay, they didn't really go over that. I'm sure they said it right at the beginning, and I watched like the middle and end chunk. So I guess that makes it cool though. Boss is an overworld where there are no enemies or not random. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. It would just seem where the placement. Got the loot. This will travel instantly to Sheikah Stone you've activated. See, I got the long range and the short sword. Okay, those are the shoulder buttons, right? Okay, yeah, so I kind of like the way up in the top right corner here that your layout is. See, I didn't quite understand that before, the way that it was set up. So for those of you that I guess don't know, so you pick your this or that, and then my loot is set to X, the scroll set to A, bomb to B, shield to R, and then whatever else you can get to set to L. It's very weird though, a Zelda game where you attack just by moving in the direction of your foe. I've been lost in these woods for a while now. Sometimes I think I'm making progress, but find myself back where I started. If only there was some clue as to which way to go. Is there a leak in here? There is a leak in here. Oh. Oh, really? See, I kind of went back to that area. That was a little bit ago. Ah. Welcome one, welcome all. How's it going? People keep showing up randomly. The number keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down. And no one's even like, wow, this game is awesome. Or I like the music. Or, hey, what's your channel about? So if you're new here, please subscribe before I die. Never mind, I'm gonna die right now. Okay. Man, this music is just a trip. What is my channel about? I do gaming. My channel is about gaming. like I said, I'm still new. I'm small. I'm trying to get my footing and see kind of like what direction and like tone and feel I want the channel to be. Because so far I've kind of just been farting around. You know, I've done like, you know, some reaction stuff, a little bit of review stuff, thoughts on upcoming games, some gaming news stuff. Like, I can't see over this side, so I think you know, yeah, I've just been doing kind of random gaming world stuff. My favorite game of all time. Yeah, that's pretty much, aside from Platinum Games. I do love Platinum Games. And I mean, I've played some of their games. Not like ridiculous amounts. Go away, question mark. Alright, I gotta get... I guess I can put these stones in the swamp. Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, that's the same thing I just did. And I bet if I walk in the swamp, I die. And I don't have the health for that. Whoa, what the hell happened? Tempo down. It's a cool mechanic. Okay, okay. I know people are just stopping in just to see what the gameplay is actually like. So far, I'm just getting my bearings. For those that don't know, I've just recently learned that this is a roguelite, randomly generated kind of world where the enemies aren't, but damn it. Talking and gaming at the same time it's hard. Yeah, randomly generated overworld, not random generated enemies. But I'm guessing you still have to kind of do the same kinds of things, so even though it's random, like for you, Sergeant Pep, it's like the Gerudo Valley part that you saw like when I started mine. Yours is probably just on the other side of the map. Like, I'm curious to see if this is the entire world map or if there's more to it, and just how in-depth this game is, because it's seeming like it's got a lot of puzzle elements. So it's easy to tell that, you know, we're going to be going back and forth here, getting different things, bringing different things to different places, you know, typical Zelda fashion. Speaking of Sergeant Pep, do you like my shirt? It's the Abbey Road Special. I actually own like 6 of the same shirt. And, people think I wear the same shirt every day. Get that electric attack. Abbey Road was a great album. I have a lot of, I got a lot of Beatles vinyl. That was like kind of what got me into vinyl, like maybe like 3 years ago. And I had never heard Sgt. Pepper's before. And you know, I bought like it was like the 2012 remaster, and this was like just a few months before the Sgt. Pepper 50th anniversary came out. And then I bought that, and I have the damn it. I have like the 1-disc CD and the 2-disc CD, and I also have the 1-disc vinyl and the 2-disc vinyl. Then we got the White Album, which I was never the biggest fan of. But then that 50th anniversary just came out. And now we know that, let's see, when is that going to come out? November? Or October, I think, for the, oh man. The 50th anniversary for Let It Be. Which they said they were remastering and redoing the movie. And I forget the director that's going through it, but he has access to like the whole archive, which has like 120 hours of footage. So that's gonna be a pretty awesome redo. Like when I first started getting into the Beatles, I wasn't really a big fan of Let It Be, and over time it's grown on me. I wasn't like a big fan of the movie, but it'll be amazing to see like a redo of Let It Be, you know, the movie, because he has access to, you know, 120 hours of footage that like Paul McCartney has. And hopefully they include a lot of John and George stuff. You know, obviously they're not among us anymore, and that's very sad. More so for John. It's too bad that, you know, piece of shit. Yeah, Revolver. I've grown to love the White Album, actually. It was kind of the same for Abbey Road. I liked a lot of the songs. Yeah, I like the Beach Boys. I don't love the Beach Boys, but I grew up, my dad listened to them. You know, I've got some of their albums on vinyl. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen. Yeah, I definitely wasn't the biggest fan of the White Album, but I've just grown to love it. Like, it really has a lot of, it's got a couple skip songs, but pretty much like anyone you ask, though, they kind of have their own favorites on the album. Like, I remember first hearing, like, Sgt. Pepper, you know, like I said, that was only 3.5 years ago when I first heard that album, and I've since listened to it probably at least 1,000 times. But, you know, songs like Good Morning, Good Morning, I wasn't really the biggest fan of it, but that's an amazing song. Like, I pretty much just love the drums and just the way the words kind of go along to the beat, which sounds, you know, like it's a rap song or something, but the Beatles were the best to ever do it and get it done. Pet Sounds it's definitely a good album. It's one that I've really only listened to like a couple times. That one's a little bit divisive too, you know, it's either a masterpiece to someone or they just don't get it. And me, I'll say I'm somewhere in the middle. It's definitely good. It's got some little bit of weird stuff on it. That's a little bit less of the Beach Boys traditional, you know, kind of sound. But yeah, I agree with you. Revolver. I love both Revolver and Rubber Soul and Please Please Me. And Beatles for Sale. And all of them, really, in their own way. Like, I've probably got like 30 Beatles records. And then I have a lot of the solo stuff, which, I don't know. The solo stuff, it just didn't live up, in my opinion. Some people think some of the solo stuff is as good or better than the Beatles, but to me it's not even close. Like, the actual love that I have for the Beatles music, and then when I hear the solo stuff, it's just, you know, it's only 25% as good for each solo as, you know, the actual band was. Like, you know, you got 4 guys putting in 25%, makes 100%. Then you hear like Paul McCartney solo albums, and I'm like, those are like 25%, like 1/4 as good as any Beatles song or album. Man, I just keep dying. See, I remember hearing a lot of the Beatles songs just back in the day through like my dad, through the radio, and I sort of just knew them as like songs. I didn't always really know that it was the Beatles. But yeah, I'll Follow the Sun is great. Or Here Comes the Sun, or The Sun King. Like, Abbey Road is one of those albums, like definitely Abbey Road, Let It Be, White Album. Those are all albums that grew on me like after. Like, I hadn't really listened to much Beatles in the past, probably like 2 seasons. Man, I gotta start paying attention. This is getting ridiculous. But yeah, I listened to Sgt. Pepper last week, had the house to myself, put the vinyl on. I have a pretty decent, you know, stereo for it, and it cranks. Everyone was out of the house, and I just cranked it, and it was great to revisit. And it's just such a great album. That's why when I saw Sgt. Pep, I was like, yeah, Sgt. Pep. Like, I hope you'll subscribe. I need a Sgt. Pepper on. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so I definitely need that key. So that's funny, they got little cattails in the bushes. Still got 3 people watching. How's it going? This music stays interesting like every single second. It's bizarre. Wait, I don't want to do that again. Okay, let's chop everything down. I gotta get that key. So how am I gonna do that? You found a fairy fountain? My guess would be yeah. I haven't run into any of the shops yet. Like standard shop. Oh, you're from the UK? So then that makes perfect sense why you would like the Beatles. Do you have the awesome accent? Are you into like vinyl or anything like that? Whoa, what the hell is going on? Manchester. Nice. I love vinyl too. I would suggest, if you like vinyl and the Beatles, checking out Stripey Rambles. If you don't know who that channel is, I don't know, he's got a couple thousand subscribers. He might have like 8,000 subscribers by now. So that's actually quite a few when you look at my channel. I got 53, but he does like vinyl. He does Beatles stuff. He does some other stuff. David Bowie. A whole bunch of stuff. Speaking of, let me check out his channel real quick. I actually won a shirt from the guy. He went to the, man, freaking YouTube unsubscribed me from him. That's ridiculous. Yeah, he's got like a new vinyl update going through the Doors. He's past couple videos are, oh wait, those are older. But yeah, he goes through all the Beatles. Yeah, he's got almost 5,000 subscribers. Oh, so 2 weeks ago he had the Beatles live at the Hollywood Bowl giveaway. Beatles Rubber Soul Lava Lamp. You know, Tom Waits. He's into some other stuff too, but it's a really cool channel. I would highly recommend checking him out if you're into vinyl. I'm into vinyl. I was buying a lot of vinyl for a while. Yeah, I like some of those tracks from Live at the BBC. I mean, I'm into a bunch of different vinyl. Like, I got metal, I got Iron Maiden, I got AC/DC, I got some newer metal bands, I've got just a bunch of varying degrees, but mostly the Beatles was what started it up. 50s to 70s, there's a lot of good music in that era. Like, really, think about the amount of music that's out now, and the amount of bands that there are now, and the amount of, like, records that people put out now or just put online. You know, anybody that's got a computer can pretty much make an album and put it on iTunes, which sort of qualifies it in some form or another as kind of like a real album. So when you go back and look at the 50s and stuff, how, you know, not everybody could just go make an album. Like, not everybody could just get studio time and make an album. And a lot of that music is just truly, truly great. Like, I got like King Crimson, stuff like that. Alright, I'll return in 1 minute. I gotta go get my kid off the bus. It should be pulling up in about a minute and a half. So there's only 2 people watching, so that's okay. If you're still here, Sergeant Pep, we'll continue this chat. Yeah, they had to have the experience. Now you don't. Now it's more about the performance. You can, you know, sort of fake your way to the top. Be back in 2 minutes. 1 minute. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's it right there. welcome back. Or welcome myself back. I welcome back to you. So that's kind of what I figured, was that this game was a little bit roguelite. I mean, because even then it just says randomly generated areas. So yeah, randomly generated overworld and dungeons. But I guess that doesn't mean, you know, placement of bosses. So I wonder if, even though the tiles, which, like the tiles of the world here, if, even if they're placed in a different spot, if, you know, just because you start in one place, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Can I push this over this? Okay, no. Dang. Alright, I'm not sure how to get that key. See, it's not like other Zelda games where you can clearly tell, like, okay, I don't have this certain item, I don't have this power, I clearly can't go here. Like, this has me thinking I can get this key. If I had more health, I would just run straight through the swamp, and I think I could get it. Although I think I'm too short for it. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming. Alright, back through the warp pipe. Die. so you can get the key if you can, yeah, withstand. And this is good attention to detail too, how they got the HUD, but as soon as you start walking into these squares, the stuff fades into the background. So that was really smart thinking on their part. See, so what I was saying before was I'm wondering if, well, you can see here we're in this, you know, poison swamp, and then just one tile, you know, one tile over, it's completely different. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I don't know. You know, we see we got the desert here, more of greenery, swampland here. I'm wondering, like for you, Sergeant Pep, if you started, you had like the gray dead forest, which for me would be maybe more here on the left side of my map. But if it doesn't still mean that, you know, say you have a random dungeon in this space and I have a different random dungeon, if there isn't the same boss in it with the same kind of thing, and you don't have to take its item and then go, like, say somewhere over here to unlock something or get a new weapon, if basically the only thing that's generated is the actual overworld and dungeon themselves, but not really the bosses and the items per se. Alright, I'm gonna be dead here in about half a second. Yeah. Yeah, just like I thought. See if I can get this ring. No. So I know later on, well, actually I think that ring is to, no, that ring is lifting ring, power ring. I think I need the bracelet to be able to jump up that extra space. You just got the bow, nice. Oops. Damn. Tough luck. This game shows you tough love. The chickens. Oh no. You can actually kill them. Oh no. And then they come back on you like... Okay. Well. Don't mess with the chickens. I guess if you don't touch them, they don't do anything. It's pretty cool that they put something, that they put some kind of mechanic in here. Saying just to leave them alone. I want to kill it though. Alright, let's go in here. Okay. Guessing you need a surfboard. A lava surfboard. Crystals? You mean diamonds? It's a pretty good amount. Tempo up. That's pretty cool. I just like playing the loop. I'm glad I bought this game. I still could have bought it anyway, but I almost bought the Mana Collection the other day. And then I realized that I probably wouldn't really be playing too much of it. At least right now anyway. And I kind of just want to play that remake that they're doing, which I guess is coming out this winter, I think. We got so many release dates and so many games that I'm kind of forgetting what comes out when. And then we got Mario Maker coming out in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be getting that as well. I also wanted the Contra collection. Oh. Alright, don't kill me now. I don't like that guy. You almost killed me. There. It's nice to have bombs. I like how after you kill everything, you can just kind of sprint around. Okay, ring of instant blasting. Immune to all explosions. Oh, okay. Here's one of those stores. I wish I had more rupees. Let's talk to the Goron. Bomb cones for sale. That is hilarious. Bomb cones. Man, that gives me a thumbs up for the folks that made this game. Like, that is cool. Yeah, for real, Fire Emblem. The one thing I'm kind of wondering, though, it's really strange to me that throughout all this time, we've only seen in the actual, like, directs, we've only actually seen, like, 30 seconds of gameplay, and then even for the E3 direct, they just showed cinematic and story plot, and it's like, for anybody that's new to Fire Emblem, like, I've never played a Fire Emblem, so I'm new to it. But I clearly know what the gameplay and all that is like. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. But for those that don't know, they've just seen cinematics going like, what is this game? Yeah, that's what I figured, was that they showed like a good, half hour at Treehouse. Yeah, Bloodstained. That game's like gonna be a top tier. I'm glad that they pushed it back and put that extra time into it. Because if you see the side-by-side of what it looked like initially, and then the amount of work that they put into it, like the amount of extra work that they put into just fleshing out like the characters. Like, there's this one screenshot where on the left it shows before, and it just looks mushy and terrible, and then on the right side everything is cleaned up, everything's more pronounced, all the lines are sharper, they put more stuff in the background. And that was kind of like a semi in-game like cinematic, I think, of the chick kind of like doing like the whip, and then it kind of like popped off screen like a comic book. But just showing that, yeah, it looks way better. And yeah, I figured they would show more at the Treehouse for Fire Emblem. Oh, well, I guess I bought those. Bomb cones for sale. That's genius. This chest has a timer. To unlock the chest, defeat all the enemies before time expires. Okay. I think I can do that. Oh. Whoops. Did I... Oh, no. Did I do it? I didn't open it in time. Bummer. I thought I beat everything. Maybe I didn't. Switch is killing the other consoles this year. I can't think of one top tier exclusive. I mean, I guess it pretty much comes down to like Death Stranding. You know, people were waiting for The Last of Us Part 2, which I don't think is this year. For the rest of the year, not really. You know, Final Fantasy VII, that comes out in March. You know, same for like Animal Crossing, so... But I mean, last year did have, you know... well, no, I guess that was this year, right? Resident Evil 2. So that was, you know, a big game. Kingdom Hearts 3. And then back in the fall, Spider-Man. Xbox is just that secondary to have console. You know, I think next year they'll, with all the studios they bought up, and, you know, Project Scarlet and xCloud and Stadia, or... Scarlet launching with Halo, which that'll more than likely, I'm guessing that's a year and a half out. I'm guessing that's around this time for 2020. I mean, some people were saying you know, some people just aren't into the Switch. I guess that's alright. People like a certain graphical thing, you know, they see like Animal Crossing or a game like this, or the Link's Awakening remake, or Astral Chain, or even like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It's like those aren't Wolfenstein, you know, and that's what a lot of people like these days, are these super shooting games, and they just get no fun out of, you know, a game that looks like this, like it's retro inspired, and they just see it as this like mobile game, and to them a game like this is basically a mobile game, or like Animal Crossing is like a mobile game to them. And if it's not Call of Duty or Battlefield, then it's, you know, trash. Which, you know, people don't have to like good games. I mean, I guess that's just a personal opinion either way. I'm loving this game though. I mean, you had like Game Explain, I think, or IGN, I forget which. They were the first one to like last week say, they had like a 2-minute video saying like, hey, Cadence of Hyrule is $24.99, and then they pretty much were like, in the comments below, let us know if you think it's overpriced, if you think it's way too high. And I was like, man, we got sort of lucky with the price that it is. Got the Skull Charm. Mini bosses you haven't beaten yet will now be revealed on your map screen. Okay. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, this game wasn't too overpriced. It's like, it is Zelda. And at the same time, it's not Zelda. I wish they would do a documentary on this game, because I'm curious to see how much work they put into it initially, and then to see if like Nintendo actually helped them out or sent some of their people over and said, like, here, you know, make sure it's done right. Because if we go back and we look at Crypta the Necrodancer, the first, I mean, you can just see how, you know, just how less refined it is, which I guess is what they were going for, but it's got this, you know, sloppy kind of look to it, which is what they were going for. I might play this later at some point. Yeah, that would have been weird if they just had like a 5-minute, 10-minute section with a look-alike Zelda dungeon characters, as opposed to just, yeah, doing it right and doing the real thing. Okay, let's see. I push this off. And then you can jump in any direction. Have you figured out what these balls are for yet? These things seem to offer no use. At least to me. I can't figure out what their use is. We got that box too. I could push that around all day. I don't know exactly what I was supposed to do with it there. You can use the balls to attack enemies. See, that's what I was wondering, but like that one over here, I hadn't, oh, okay, I guess I did touch it. There seemed to be a few here and there that, see, like right there, I don't know what the hell's going on. I wasn't even touching it at that point. See, I touch it. So as long as you touch it once, it'll keep moving, and then it becomes useless, stuck up in the corner. So if you touch it by accident, you can't go and retrieve it. It's kind of like a one-use kind of thing. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I just did that a minute ago, and it seems like they don't stop. I saw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they just kept coming, and I think that's a great addition, because normally you can just pick them up and throw them around, and they don't do anything. And I love that, because you can just throw them over fences or whatever. But that's just a cool element that it's like, hey, you think you know what these chickens do. You think you know that you can kill it. Okay, go ahead and kill it. And then they just attack with the full-on assault. And then you're just like, damn, where the hell did that all come from? Man, I'm gonna die. I need some health. Auto dig. Reflect projectiles. Yeah, I'll just take them all. Oh, that's right, I forgot. This is the one with the timer. Oops. Yeah, later I'm gonna plug the Switch into my stereo and crank it until it just about redlines. This game has some deep bass to it. Like, I just have these kind of crappy earbuds, and the bass frequency to it is, it's pretty good. So on like a real set of speakers. The speakers I have are from like 1978, and they're really good. I basically bought a receiver, a turntable, and the speakers for, it was supposed to be like 80, but I only ended up giving the guy I worked with 40, and he just was like, whatever. So I was like, okay. And yeah, so that's how I ended up with that. I thought about doing some music on the channel here. I wasn't sure what. There's a couple like covers that I might do, like some video game music. But I'm not that big into production, and I just think a lot of other people do it better than me. Yeah, thank you very much, Sergeant Pep. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed at least watching and playing for yourself along with me. It was very cool to have you here, and I appreciate you subscribing as well. So thank you, man. I hope you have a good day. Take it easy. And drive safe, or walk safe. Whatever you're doing. Be cool, and peace out. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. I mean, if you're in the UK, that means you're like 7 hours ahead of us. So you work third shift? You're a night owl? Right? Pretty much. Yeah, that's not too bad. Although third shift nighttime working is not fun. Because you end up being a zombie. Pretty much. Yeah, healthcare over here is pretty bad. Depends what kind of job you got. Most places don't have good healthcare though. And a lot of the great old school companies that were around in the 40s and 50s and stuff that would give full benefits have basically gone to Mexico. Like the city I live in, we're like traditionally one of the first like major industrial smaller cities that was nothing but industrial buildings and textiles and stuff like that. Like we have these old factories that are sitting around that have been converted into like apartment buildings and stuff like that, or one of them is like an artist building. So if you make money through art, because we also have in our city one of the biggest art museums. It's called Mass Mocha, and it's a huge deal. But basically everything that used to make money that was like awesome from back in the day, they all up and left and went to Mexico. So I've actually reached a town. Like I'm actually in a town here. I was starting to wonder if I was going to run into anything like that. Did you see that? I got stung by a bee from those bushes. No. Didn't see that. That's funny how these chickens walking around are fine. This one I accidentally walked into and he's stunned, and I kind of want to hit him again just to see what's gonna happen if they'll onslaught me in the town and kill me. I'm kind of curious. I think I'll do that after. They are cold. Well, I've tried to murder them for the past 20 years, so I think that's why they did it. They're like, people have been throwing these chickens, trying to slice them for like 20 years, and so we'll finally let you do it. And then you're just gonna get killed because, you know, it'll be like the last thing left on one of the screens. You'll be all good. You'll see one of the chickens. You'll be like, oh, can I pick it up? And then you'll hit it, and then you'll just get completely attacked. So I think that's why they did it. They're like, after 20 years... What up, John? What's going on, man? I'm liking this game. It's different. I'm used to traditional Zelda games where you're using multiple buttons and you're using your shield and you can block stuff and you can basically run in any direction. Being confined to this D-pad in these spaces it's off-putting at first. At first I was really pumped. I've been playing for like 3 hours now and I haven't gotten very far. But at first I was very pumped. And I've unlocked this much of the map. I'm not sure if this is the whole game and then everything else resides within. Exactly. But so far, yeah, I'm liking it. Temporary damage boost. I've been to the Kakariko shooting village gallery yet. No, I haven't. One up, John. Are you playing this? Are you playing this game? Have you seen any of it yet? Have you seen what happens when you kill the Kuko? I'll bet that that's in here somewhere. I mean, there's a lot of Zelda music. in different variations, but I feel like they're gonna have mashed most of everything in this game in some form or another. Okay, we'll see what the shooting gallery is all about. Try to hit as many targets as you can. Already, just in the first 10 minutes alone, the amount of music is just amazing. I'm not sure what I'm actually supposed to shoot. Or would I win? You can pivot while holding a drawn bow. See, that's weird because you can't do that on the field. Alright, one up, John. Well, this will just be a you moment. We'll have this moment for you and me. So traditionally, you can't do anything to the chickens, right? You can just pick them up and throw them, and you can try to slice at them, and you can try to kill them. And I think even in Hyrule Warriors, you can't kill them. You can just kind of gather them. But if we come here and we kill them, all of a sudden, we just start getting... Oh, that wasn't... Yeah, okay. So as you see here, the developers, they just went a little bit nuts, and okay, they're back. See, I'm not sure what I'm even supposed to shoot at there. And I've just wasted a bunch of my rupees. Oh, yeah. Get out of the way, chicken. No, I didn't see that. I'll have to look that up. Like, I'm trying to think of how you would even... yeah, I don't even... I'm not even sure I can fathom, like, how you would actually do that. You're talking about the, Malduga? Those things are a little bit of a bitch. Like, you gotta wait for them to come up to you, and then you gotta throw the bomb at them. And then when they're chilled out, then you can take the big axe and swing, you know, spin in circles, and you just hit him repeatedly. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, though, John, this is a good game. It's fun. It's different. Puts a new spin, you know, on something old school. It's a little bit different because, like I said, you're attacking with your motions, and then your stuff is just equipped. And so it's just kind of auto pilot for that. And now the people are starting to pile back in. I initially had like 15 viewers. It all happened real fast. Now people are starting to come back in. And I gotta end this soon because my girl's gotta go to work and I gotta go hit the store up and stuff before she goes to work and takes the car. Even though I'm definitely enjoying this. But I will for surely be streaming again later. Like, I might stream this whole game, maybe, and do, like, cut it into parts. I don't think any of this is saving right now. I need an external hard drive. It says my C drive is just maxed out, and it's weird, because I don't really have much on my computer, but I don't have a lot of space. I started off with, like, 70 free gigs, and somehow I've pretty much maxed that out. So I need to get an external drive at some point if I'm going to be doing this. And it's also using it all up because I didn't bother with Streamlabs and stuff. I'm just streaming straight off of Elgato software. And that basically saves a background copy, but it uses up a lot of gigs kind of fast, but I deleted it. Or I tried to go into the file and delete it later. It'll save, and then I'll have to delete that. But anyway, this is just cool to see. I love the awesome SNES music. Like, even for that just being a minimal, whatever you call it, a cadence, essentially. It's one of the best of all time. It's very cool that Nintendo didn't just shut these guys down or try to sue them and be like, nah, you're not doing it. Like, we're not letting you. That's, you know, that's what Nintendo used to do. Like, it's cool to see that this game actually became something. I'm even more excited for Link's Awakening. This was a good tide over. I'm also curious to see if that Link to the Past thing is actually gonna become something. Because there was that rumor that we might see that, or that it might be mixed in with Link's Awakening, and I have a feeling, you know, that game comes out in what, September? End of September? I think we're gonna get like an August Direct, and I think that's gonna show, you know, like it might be in September, but I have a feeling we'll get an August Direct, like end of August, and it'll maybe show more of Link's Awakening if there's anything to that, or if there actually is like another Link to the Past remake or whatever that posting was for. 'Cause it's weird that they said there was 3 Zelda games coming. This, you know, Cadence of Hyrule, Link's Awakening remake, and then a third one. And it's like, does Breath of the Wild 2, does that count as that? Did someone else hear that there was a third one, like, and they weren't told it was Breath of the Wild 2, and they just assumed Link to the Past, and then that ended up in that Best Buy leak? Or if there's actually basically a fourth, you know, and if it's Link to the Past, or, you know, if that was just BS, or if there's actually more to that. That'd be pretty cool to see. Like, I'm really pretty pumped up for the Link's Awakening remake. It's gonna be a good game. This is just fun though, just to jump around and explore. Okay, so we're roaming the beaches here. Got 3 people watching. How's it going? How are you all doing? Really glad that just from playing this game just a couple hours that I've got some new subscribers. I've been trying to make it, well, I actually haven't been trying. My intention was to basically be live streaming sometime around the time that I started today. And my intention was to be sort of live streaming every single day, which now I can see, well, I mean, it's tough to get a small channel up and off the ground. I feel like once I get just even a couple hundred subscribers, if I can get like 10 steady viewers and just have consistent interaction and like in the chat and stuff, that I can pretty much reach that. Because I want to be able to do like a live news thing and kind of in between streaming just, you know, pause, take a time out, and have, you know, even if it's just like 20 people in the chat, and just talk about, you know, what's currently going on, because there's always something going on. We're at the point now where, you know, people complain about directs and stuff, or even E3, how there wasn't much going on, but it's like if any of these companies just stopped announcing for like a month before E3, like we would have had, like, you know, we would have had the new SpongeBob reveal, we would have had the new Destroy All Humans reveal, we would have had just a whole bunch of stuff that everyone's always, like every single week there's like a new thing announced. Whether you're into it or not is a different story, but there's always something being announced. Everyone's always popping off on Twitter. It's like if they just took 3 weeks off or 2 months off, like the amount of announcements that we would have actually gotten would have been absolutely insane. Alright, we got one of these boxes. Oh crap. I gotta beat everyone. Man, that timer goes down fast. This is fun though. Like I'm getting my bearings a little bit more, I'm dying less. This game's a little bit touchy. Down, 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 up. I'd be curious to see more games like this. Like really, at first, I kind of wish I had played the original, because I also love how they took these choo-choos and turned them into a music note. Like, that's really cool. That'd be a cool tattoo. Die. Who is still in the chat? Anyone? Anyone still in the chat? Anyone? It says 2 watching. And I think one of them is me, because I have my live stream open on YouTube, just so I can see the chat and see like the stream health and all that, which is kind of weird, I guess, that it counts me as a viewer. Alright, let's see. Wondering how many hours this game is. I'm guessing once you start getting used to things that you could probably crush this game in like maybe like 4 hours. So it shows on the map here, we got all these skulls here, the mini bosses. So I'm wondering which ones are like the big bosses. I definitely hate walking in water. That's one of the parts that I don't like about this game is walking in water. It takes 2 steps out of you. Oh, crap. Thank you, One Up John. I see you in like a lot of chats. I see you on like the Spawncast, and you know when I'm getting called out by frickin' Nate from Direct Feed Games just because you're like, dude, use a camera. And then he's like, I don't like that guy. I don't like him for the fact that he wouldn't say that kind of stuff on his own channel. And then because it's Saturday night and he's on someone else's channel, he thinks that he can just act like that on John's channel. And, you know, his channel is like family friendly all throughout the week. And then Saturday night you got him. You know, I like Dreamcast Guy, I like RGT85. But, you know, they say some like weird things, like, especially Dreamcast Guy. You know, BJs and high school kids, like in the same sentence, like weird shit like that. And it's like they come over and, you know, they smut up John's channel just for Saturday night. And I have a feeling at some point it's gonna go too far. And, you know, YouTube has cracked down on the kind of, you know, advertiser-friendly deal where people's channels can get in trouble even just for what some of the viewers say or, you know, put in the comments. And like I'd hate for you know, Spawnwave's channel to suffer just because of like, you know, a guy that won't use a webcam, you know, gets butthurt when people say that he doesn't use a webcam because he's a fraud. No, I meant Spawnwave. His channel's family friendly, but same for Nate. He wouldn't say stuff like that over on his channel. And then, yeah, he's F-bombing and all this other, you know, all this other stuff. Like, he was talking about the Earthworm Jim creator. And it's like they were just talking about video games. And then here comes Nate from, you know, Direct Feed being like, oh, you know, he's a bigoted piece of this, you know, F that guy, like, hope he burns alive, like, stuff like that. And it's like, dude, it's just a video game. You don't like the guy that created it? It's alright, you know? But everyone's on a, yeah, SJW name. It's like, yeah, everyone's on a mission these days to have some kind of political side, and I don't know. It's like, dude, it's video games. Like, why do you gotta put that crap in on a fun Saturday night video game podcast? Like, why do you have to just smear some of that in? Yeah, I don't know. It's funny too because that same night, like, I wasn't the only one that said something. And then this past Saturday, I was watching it, and I was doing like other stuff and playing some games, so I wasn't really chatting. You know, sometimes I just let it sit there. I don't bother really doing too much chatting, but there was a couple times he said a few things, and it was just person after person after person after person being like, dude, get a webcam. Why don't you use a webcam? Like, what are you hiding? Like, oh, you're so full of hate. Like, oh, he's such a downer. This and that and this and that. And I'm like, okay, and so when is he gonna speak up to 40 people and, you know, tell all of them to F off? Like, when is that part gonna come? And it never happened. And that's funny because I was in one of Player Essence live streams last week, and I forget what game they were talking about. But he was like, oh, that's trash. Oh, it was the new SpongeBob game. And everyone was in his chat like, oh, hype, the game's gonna be great. And I never played the Battle for Bikini Bottom, but he was like, man, is this game like really like great, or is it just like a nostalgia trip? And everyone's like, no, it's great. And then he's like, all right, I'll have to check it out. And he starts checking out some gameplay, and he's like, you know, you guys are all like weirdos. Like, anyone that likes this game is weird. And he starts like kind of trashing on the people that were in his chat that were saying it was a good game. And I was just like, what? Because it's not Japanese? Because it's not an RPG? Like, I guess that kind of makes sense then, why you wouldn't like it. And then he just comes out of nowhere and he's like, you're not welcome here. You know, we don't like you. You're a fraud. You're trolling. You know, one of his people was pretty much like, he said just a bunch of stupid stuff. And it was just like ridiculous. I was just like, all I said was, because it's not a Japanese game, you seemingly don't like it. Like, just because it's not for you, it's just not a Japanese game. He's like, I play other games. Like, I play games that aren't Japanese. Like, I played Doom. And I'm just like, okay. And he gets all in a ruffle and says, you know, you're not welcome here, and this isn't the Spawn cast. Like, you got called out on the Spawn cast. And it's like, it's just hilarious. Because I was like, dude, I didn't get called out by the Spawn cast. Like, I got called out by the one guy on there that thinks he knows something and refuses to use a webcam. And then just because of that, and because I say you don't like a game because it's not Japanese, that I'm like insinuating stuff and doing the talking down at you in these like backhanded comment kind of tonality. And it's like, you know, I had a comment earlier from someone on one of my videos that, like, one of the Animal Crossing videos, and he was just like, oh, you know, he just basically was like, oh, I'll never understand why people like Animal Crossing, like, it's boring as hell. And I was like, I didn't, you know, I told him thanks for watching my video. I was just like, hey, some games aren't for you, some games aren't for me. You know, I'll never get the people that like mobile games, like, exclusively. But just because he came to my channel saying, like, you know, Animal Crossing is this boring game, I don't understand why people like it. It's like, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, it's like I only have 53 subscribers. Like, I'd rather have him be a subscriber than not. So I just was nice in the way that I responded to him. It's like, you don't have to be a prick to everybody and be like, well, I like Animal Crossing, so, you know, you're just saying it's boring just to get a reaction, and you're just a fraud, so don't comment on my channel. And then be like OJ and, you know, ban 10 different people every day just because they have, like, their own opinion. Now, if they're trolling or being, you know, a complete dank, that's one thing, but when you just get banned for saying, well, you know, you only like Japanese games, or, oh, you don't like this game because it's not Japanese, question mark, and then basically be told that, like, you're just, you're not welcome because of the way you act, and that you get called out by everyone on the internet. And then as soon as he says that, he's got all his fans that they all repeat the same things that he says. So it's like, You can tell when you're talking to one of his people because they all copy all the things that he says. They all say the same thing. Like they all have the same little trademark and sayings and stuff. So you can tell when it's his people. And I forgot what I was even saying because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care that much. And then, you know, he says things like, oh, I don't get, you know, it's gaming, like it's not that serious. But then when people say, oh, you think we'll get like FF7 remake on Switch? He's like, don't you guys have lives? Like, how many games do you say, oh, I hope this comes to Switch? Like, don't you guys just get sick of saying that and putting that energy out there? And it seems like it's the same people that say it every time. And it's like, he's always saying, you know, and these are the same people that said this. Or like, you know, if Astral Chain turns out to have like a 98 Metacritic, he's gonna be like, where are all the people that said it was trash? You got these people that said it was trash and that it'd be like a 50 on Metacritic. And now you got these same people, like as if he's sitting there writing the names down, like the screen names down. He's like, you got the same people that now are all hyped for this. And it's like, you can't use that every single time and say, well, these are the same people that said this and that. That doesn't work like that. I don't like the green guy. You gotta get to his back. Yes. Oh. There you go. Take that. Oh, I didn't beat the timer in time. I gotta end this soon. I'm getting hungry. It's really fun though. It's a fun game. Oh. Alright, that's gonna be the end. Thank you to whoever has watched this entire thing. Thank you, 1UP John. I will be back. Let's see, it's 4:30. I'll probably be back in 2 or 3 hours. So I'm sure you'll probably see the notification if you have the bell clicked. If not, smash that frickin' bell. Hair flip on the thing. Or something. Or don't. Either way, it's okay. Thank you for tuning in. I'm DDub. You have been 1UP John. And if you're around later, then I'll catch you then. Thank you to everyone for viewing. Much appreciated. Always appreciated. I'm out. I will catch you guys a little bit later. All right.